Dear devotees, we are welcoming you all for today's evening live telecast from our Setu Tirtha Kshetram, Bridgewater Sri Venkateshwara Temple, New Jersey. Now we are starting with Shri Satyanarayana Swamy Puja, followed by Archana and Harati. So all of you keep watching and seek blessings from Shri Satyanarayana Swamy. Thank you and God bless you.
ओम अयं मुहूर्तः सुमुहूर्त अस्तु। ओम नमः सदसे नमः सदस्पतये नमः सखीनां पुरोगाणां चक्षुषे नमो दिवे नमः पृथिव्यै सप्रदशभां मे गोपाय तेजसभ्या सभासदः तानिन्द्रियावदः कुरु सर्वमायुर्वासदां सर्वेभ्यः श्रीवैष्णवेभ्यो ब्राह्मणेभ्यो महाजनेभ्यो नमो नमः इति नमस्कारं कुर्यात्। Please all of you do namaskaram and please repeat. Om Shuklam Baradharam Vishnum Sesivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasanna Vadanam Dhyayet Sarva Viknopa Shantaye Yasyat Virada Vaktradyaha Parishadyaha परशतं विघ्नं निघ्नन्ति सततं विश्वक्षेणं तमाश्रये सर्वमंगला मांगल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थ साधके शरण्ये त्र्यंबके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते। ओम श्री लक्ष्मी नारायणाभ्यां नमः। ओम श्री उमा महेश्वराभ्यां नमः। ओम वाणी हिरण्यगर्भाभ्यां नमः। ओम शुचिपुरंदराभ्यां नमः। ओम अरुंधती वरिष्ठाभ्यां नमः। ओम श्री सीतारामाभ्यां नमः। ओम ऑल ऑफ यू रिपीट। ओम इष्टदेवताभ्यो नमः। ओम कुलदेवताभ्यो नमः। ओम सर्वेभ्यो ब्राह्मणेभ्यो महाजनेभ्यो नमो नमः। अपवित्रः पवित्रो वा सर्वावस्थां गतोऽपि वा यस्मरेत् पुण्डरीकाक्षं सबाह्या अभ्यन्तः शुचिः। Please all of you take some water and sprinkle the over your head. ओम प्लीज रिपीट। ओम पुंडरीकाक्षाय नमः। ओम पुंडरीकाक्षाय नमः। ओम पुंडरीकाक्षाय नमः। Now all of you drink the water. ओम प्लीज रिपीट। ओम अच्युताय नमः। ओम अनंताय नमः। ओम गोविंदाय नमः। Wash your hands and do namaskaram. Please repeat. Om Kesavaya namaha. Om Narayanaya namaha. Om Madhavaya namaha. Om Govindaya namaha. Om Vishnave namaha. ओम मधुसूदनाय नमः। ओम त्रिविक्रमाय नमः। ओम वामनाय नमः। ओम श्रीधराय नमः। ओम ऋषिकेशाय नमः। ओम पद्मनाभाय नमः। ॐ दामोदराय नमः पृथिव्याः all of you keep like this पृथिव्याः मेरोः पृष्ठऋषिः कूर्मो देवता सुतलं छन्दः आसने विनियोगः अनन्त आसनाय नमः प्रणवस्य परब्रह्म ऋषिः परमात्मा देवता दैवी गायत्री छन्दः प्राणायामी विनियोगः all of you do pranayamam keep like this repeat your inside omkaram om bhuh om bhuvah om suvah om mahah om janah om tapah om satyam om apah jyotirasomrutam brahma bhurbhuvassuvarom and keep like this again please repeat the sankalpam om Shri Govinda 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 Asya Shri Mahavishnoho Agneya Pravartamanasya Adya Brahmanaha Dvitiya Parardhe Shri Shweta Varaha Kalpe Vaivaswata Manvantare Kali Yuge Prathame Pade क्रौंचद्वीपे ऐन्द्रवर्षे रमणक खंडे उत्तर अमेरिकायां सेतुतीर्थ क्षेत्रे सत्यनारायण पूजा मंडपे समस्त देवता भगवतो भागवता आचार्य सन्निधौ अस्मिन् वर्तमान व्यावहारिका चांद्रमानेन प्रभवादि षष्टि संवत्सराणां मध्ये शोभकृत नाम संवत्सरे उत्तरायणे ग्रीष्म ऋतौ आषाढ़मासे शुक्लपक्षे षष्ठ्यां शुभतिथौ वासरः स्थिरवासरे शुभवासरे शुभनक्षत्रे शुभयोगे शुभकरणे एवं गुण विशेषण विशिष्टायां अस्यां शुभतिथौ all of you repeat your inside your name and gotram all of you take some akshatas and repeat the sankalpam mama अस्माकं सह कुटुंबानां क्षेमा स्थैर्य धैर्य वीर्य विजय अभय आयुः आरोग्य ऐश्वर्य धनधान्य पुत्रपौत्र अभिवृद्ध्यर्थं मम जन्म नक्षत्रे जन्म राशि नाम नक्षत्रे नाम राशि जन्मांश नामांश षट्बल गोचार वेधा वशाच्च यो दोषः समजनि तद्दोष परिहार द्वारा मम आयुः सिद्ध्यर्थं मम गृहे धनकनक वस्तुवाहन समृद्ध्यर्थं समस्त मंगल अवाप्ति अर्थं संकल्पिता श्री रमा सहित सत्यनारायण स्वामिनः अनुग्रहेण मम अन्योन्य दाम्पत्य फल सिद्ध्यर्थं संकल्पिता रमा सहित सत्यनारायण स्वामिनः व्रत पूजा करिष्ये. All of you take akshatas and some water, please. Drop in the bowl. Akshatas and water. Tadanga kalasha aradhanam karisye. Please all of you keep your hands on the water bowl. Om. Please repeat. Kalashasya mukhe Vishnu kanthe rudra samashritaha मूले तत्र स्थितो ब्रह्मा मध्ये मातृगणाः स्मृताः गंगे च यमुने चैव गोदावरी सरस्वती नर्मदे सिन्धु कावेरी जलेस्मिन् सन्निधिं कुरु आयान्तु रमा सहिता सत्यनारायण पूजाः दुर्दक्षया कारकाः कलशोदकेन पूजा द्रव्याणि आत्मानं संप्रोक्ष्य. All of you spring the water on your head and the puja samagri. Om Sarvam Shuchi. Please all of you take some akshatas. We are starting Ganesh Puja. All of you take some akshatas and pray to Lord Ganapati. Om Gananantva Ganapatigam Havamahe Kavim Kavinam Vamasravastamam Jeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspada Anasrundvan Notiviseda Sadhanam Om Tatparujaya Vitmahe Vakradundaya Dhimahi Tanno Danti Prachodayatu. All of you repeat. Om Mahaganadhipataye Namo Namaha Dhyayami. Offer the akshatas to Lord Ganapati. Please repeat. Om Mahaganadhipataye Namo Namaha Hastayoho Arkyam Samarpayami. All of you offer some water. Please repeat. Om Mahaganadhipataye Namo Namaha Padayoho Padyam Samarpayami. Again offer some water. Please repeat. Om Mahaganadhipataye Namo Namaha Mukhe Achamaniyam Samarpayami. Again offer some water. Please repeat. Om Mahaganadhipataye Namo Namaha Snanam Samarpayami. Again offer some water. Om Mahaganadhipataye Namo Namaha Urdhva Pundram Samarpayami. All of you offer some kumkuma. Please repeat. Om Mahaganadhipataye Namo Namaha Haridra Churnam Samarpayami. Om Mahaganadhipataye Namo Namaha Pushpaihi Pujayami. All of you take some flowers. All of you repeat your inside. Om Ganapataye Namaha. Om Sumukhaya Namaha. Om Ekadantaya Namaha. Om Kapilaya Namaha. Om Gajakarnikaya Namaha. Om Lambodaraya Namaha. Om Vikataya Namaha. Om Vighnarajaya Namaha. Om Dhumagetawe Namaha. Om Kanadhyakshaya Namaha. Om Phalachandraya Namaha. Om Gajananaya Namaha. Om Vakratundaya Namaha. Om शूर्पकर्णाय नमः। ओम हेरंबाय नमः। ओम स्कंधपूर्वजाय नमः। ओम सर्वसिद्धि प्रदायकाय नमः। ओम कुमारगुरवे नमः। ओम श्री महागणाधिपतये नमो नमः। All of you do namaskaram. ओम मूर्धानंदिवारतं पृथिव्या वैश्वानरमृताय जातमग्निं कविकं सम्राजमति सिञ्जनानामासन्नाभात्रं जनयन्त देवाः। Please all of you repeat. ओम महागणाधिपतये नमो नमः। दीपं दर्शयामि। ओम उद्दीप्य सुरात वेदो भग्नन्निरृतिं ममापशोकश्च मह्यमावह जीवनं च दिशो दशा। All of you repeat. ओम महागणाधिपतये नमो नमः। फलनैवेद्यं समर्पयामि। Please all of you take one banana and put the front of the Ganapati. Please repeat. Om Pranaya Swaha. Om Apanaya Swaha. Om Vyanaya Swaha. Om Udanaya Swaha. Om Samanaya Swaha. Om Brahmane Namaha. Madhye Madhye पानीयम समर्पयामि. Offer some water. Take some akshatas. उत्तराभूषणं समर्पयामि. हस्तौ प्रक्षालयामि. पादौ प्रक्षालयामि. ताम्बूलं समर्पयामि. मंगला नीराजनं दर्शयामि. अलाफ्यूडु नमस्कार. ओम आनो हिंदे प्रचोदयात्. महागणाधिपतये नमः. जय बोल गणेश महाराज की. गोविंदा. All of you take some akshatas. Please repeat. Om mantrahinam kriyahinam bhaktihinam ganadhipa yatpujitam maya deva paripurnam tadastute anena maha ganadhipati pujanena सुप्रियताम. काफी ड्रॉप द अक्षतास. जय बोल गणेश महाराज की. All of you take akshatas from Lord Ganapati. Yeah. All of you drop your head yourself. ओम शतमानं भवति शताय पुरुषस्य तेन्द्रिय आयुष्येवेन्द्रिये प्रतिष्ठति. Drop your children also. जय बोल गणेश महाराज की. Now we are starting Navagraha Puja. All of you take some akshatas and repeat the slokam. Om Surya Arishthetu Samprapte Surya Puja कारयेत्. सूर्य ध्यानम प्रवक्ष्यामि. आत्मा पीडोपा शांतये. ओम सूर्याय नमः. सूर्यग्रहं Avahayami. All of you drop the akshatas to Lord's feet and take again. Please repeat. Om Chandra Arishthetu Samprapte Chandra Puja Karayet Chandra Dhyanam Pravakshyami Manaha Pidopa Shantaye. Om Chandraya Namaha. Chandragraham Avahayami. Offer the akshatas to Lord's feet and take again. Please repeat. Om Kuja Arishthetu Samprapte Kuja Puja Karayet Kuja Dhyanam Pravakshyami Rogapida Upashantaye. Om Kujaya Namaha. Kujagraham Avahayami. Take again. Om Buddha Arishthetu Samprapte Buddha Puja Karayet Buddha Dhyanam Pravakshyami Buddhi Pida Upashantaye. Om Buddhaya Namaha. Buddhagraham Avahayami. Take again. Om Guru Arishthetu Samprapte Guru Puja Karayet Guru Dhyanam Pravakshyami Putra Pida Upashantaye. Om Gurave Namaha. Gurugraham Avahayami. Offer the akshatas and take again. Please repeat. Om Shukra Arishthetu Samprapte Shukra Puja Karayet Shukra Dhyanam Pravakshyami Kalatra Pidopa Shantaye. Om Shukraya Namaha. Shukragraham Avahayami. Offer the akshatas and take again. Om Shani Arishthetu Samprapte Shani Puja Karayet Shani Dhyanam Pravakshyami Pranapida Upashantaye. Om Shanaishwaraya Namaha. Shanigraham Avahayami. Om Rahu Arishthetu Samprapte Rahu Puja Karayet Rahu Dhyanam Pravakshyami Chakshupida Upashantaye. Om Rahave Namaha. Rahugraham Avahayami. Om Ketu Arishthetu Samprapte Ketu Puja Karayet Ketu Dhyanam Pravakshyami Jnanapida Upashantaye. Om Ketave Namaha. Ketugraham Avahayami. All of you do namaskaram and repeat the slokam. Adityaya cha Somaya Mangalaya Budhaya cha Guru Shukra Shanibhyascha Rahave Ketave Namo Namaha. Adityadi Navagraha Devatabhyo Namo Namaha. Now we are starting Ashtadik Palaka Puja. All of you take some akshatas. Om Indram Vajudaspare Havamahe Janebhyaha Asmakamastu Kevalaha. Please repeat. Om Indraya Namaha. Avahayami. Take again. Om Agnindotam Vranemahe Hotaram Vishwavedasam Asya Yajnasya Sukrutam Please repeat. Om Agnaye Namaha. Dikpalakam Avahayami. Om Yamaya Somagam Sanata Yamaya Juhata Havihi. Yamagam Hayakno Gatsat Yajnadoto Arangrutaha. All of you repeat. Om Yamaya Namaha. Avahayami. ओम मोचन परा परा निर्द्रहणा अवधीत पतिष्णु धृष्णया सह प्लीज रिपीट ओम निरुतये नमः आवाहयामि ओम तत्वायामि ब्रह्मणा वन्दमानस्तुदाशास्ते यजमानो हविर्भिः अहेणमानो वरुणेह बोधिरुजगुं समान आयुः प्रमोषीः प्लीज रिपीट ओम वरुणाय नमः आवाहयामि ओम तव वायु बृहस्पते वष्टुर्जामादर्बुधा आवां स्यावृणीमहे प्लीज रिपीट ओम वायवे नमः आवाहयामि ओम सोमो धेनुगुं सोमो अर्वन्तमाशुगुं सोमो वीरं कर्मण्यं ददातु साधन्यं विदध्यगुं सभेयं विदश्रवणं यो ददाश तस्मै प्लीज रिपीट ओम कुबेराय नमः आवाहयामि ओम तमीशानं जगातस्तत्सस्पतिं द्विजञ्जिन्वमोसे होमहे वयं पूषानो यथा वेदसामसत्वृथे रक्षितापायुर्दब्धस्वस्तये ओम ईशानाय नमः आवाहयामि Now we are starting Satyanarayana Swamy Puja. All of you take some akshatas and flower. All of you pray you are inside Lord Satyanarayana Swamy. Please repeat. Om Jitante Pundarikaksha Namaste Vishwabhavana Namaste Stu Prushikesha Mahapurusha पूर्वजा ओम नारायणाय विद्महे वासुदेवाय धीमहि तन्नो विष्णु प्रचोदयात् ओम महादेव्यै च विद्महे विष्णुपत्न्यै च धीमहि तन्नो लक्ष्मी प्रचोदयात् ऑल ऑफ यू रिपीट ओम लक्ष्मी नारायणौ दिव्य दंपति जगतां पति शरण्यो शरणं यामि सर्वा अभीष्ट फलप्रदौ श्री रमा सहिता वीरवेंकटा सत्यनारायण परब्रह्मणे नमो नमः ध्यायामि all of you take again akshatas om रमा सहिता सत्यनारायण परब्रह्मणे नमो नमः आसनं समर्पयामि offer the akshatas to Lord's feet ओम रमा सहिता सत्यनारायण परब्रह्मणे नमो नमः हस्तयोः अर्घ्यं समर्पयामि all of you offer some water please repeat रमा सहिता सत्यनारायण परब्रह्मणे नमो नमः पादयोः पाद्यं समर्पयामि again offer some water ओम रमा सहिता सत्यनारायण परब्रह्मणे नमो नमः आचमनीयं समर्पयामि रमा सहिता सत्यनारायण परब्रह्मणे नमो नमः पंचामृता स्नानं समर्पयामि all of you do namaskaram गोविंदा बोल सत्यनारायण भगवान की Now we are starting Panchamrita Abhishekam. All of you repeat your inside Om Narayanaya Namaha, Om Narayanaya Namaha, and do Namaskar. Om Rama Sahita Satyanarayana Brahmane Namo Namaha Atha Panchamrita Snanam Samarpayami Om Pavamana Suvarjanaha Pavitre Navitarshanihi Yafpota Sapunatuma Punantuma Deva Janaha Punantuma Navodhiya Punantu Vishwa Ayavaha Jata Veda Pavitravatu पवित्रेण पुनाहिमा शुक्रेण देवदीद्यत् अग्ने कृत्वा क्रतुगुं वृणु यत्ते पवित्रमर्चिषि अग्ने वितदमन्तरा ब्रह्मतेन पुनीमहे उभाभ्यां देवसवितः पवित्रेण सवेन च इदं ब्रह्म पुनीमहे वैश्वदेवी पुनति देव्यागात् यस्यै बह्वीस्तनुवो वीतपृष्ठाः तया मदन्तः सुधमाद्येषु वयग्गुस्यामपतयोरयीणाम् वैश्वानरो रश्मिभिर्मा पुनातु वातः प्राणेणे शिरोमयो भूः द्यावा पृथिवी पयसा पयोभिः ऋतावरी यज्ञिये मा पुनीताम् बृहद्भिः सविदस्त्रुभिः वरिष्ठैर्देवमन्मभिः अग्ने दक्षैः पुनाहिमा ॐ सहस्रशीर्षा पुरुषः सहस्राक्षः सहस्रपात् स भूमिं विश्वतो वृत्वा अत्यतिष्ठद्दशाङ्गुलम् पुरुष ये वेदगुं सर्वम् यद्भूतं यच्च भव्यम् उतामृतत्वस्येषानः यदन्नेनातिरो अति एतावानस्य महिमा अतो ज्यायागुश्च पूरुषः पादोऽस्य विश्वाभूतानि त्रिपादस्यामृतं दिवि त्रिपादोर्ध्वमुदैत्पुरुषः पादोऽस्येह भवात् पुनः ततो विश्वं व्यक्रामतु शासनानशने अभि तस्माद्विराडजायत विराजो अधिपूरुषः स जातो अत्यरिच्यत पश्चात् भूमिमथो पुरः यत्पुरुषेण हविषा देवा यज्ञमतन्वता वसन्तो अस्यासीदाज्यम् ग्रीष्मयुग्मः शरद्धविः सप्तास्यासन् परिधयः ॐ मनजः काममाकूतिं वाचः सत्यमशीमहि पशूनां रूपमन्नस्य मयि श्रीश्रयतां यशः कर्दमेन प्रजाभूता मयि सम्भव कर्दमा श्रियं वासय मे कुले मातरं पद्ममालिनीम् आपसृजन्तु स्निग्धानि चिक्लीतव समे गृहे निच देवीं मातरं श्रियं वासय मे कुले आर्द्रां पुष्करिणीं पुष्टिं सुवर्णां हेममालिनीं सूर्यां हिरण्मयीं लक्ष्मीं जातवेदो ममावह आर्द्रां यः करिणीं यष्टिं पिङ्गलां पद्ममालिनीं चन्द्रां हिरण्मयीं लक्ष्मीं जातवेदो ममावह तां आवह जातवेदो लक्ष्मीमनपगामिनीं यस्यां हिरण्यं प्रभूतं गावो दास्योऽश्वान् विन्देयं पुरुषानहम् ॐ महादेव्यै च विद्महे विष्णुपत्न्यै च धीमहि तन्नो लक्ष्मी प्रचोदयात् ॐ नारायणाय विद्महे वासुदेवाय धीमहि गोविन्द तन्नो विष्णु प्रचोदयात् ॐ महादेव्यै च विद्महे विष्णुपत्न्यै च धीमहि तन्नो लक्ष्मी प्रचोदयात् बोल सत्यनारायण भगवान की रमा सहिता सत्यनारायण परब्रह्मणे नमो नमः स्नानानन्तरं शुद्ध आचमनीयं समर्पयामि. All of you offer some water. ओम नारायणाय विद्महे वासुदेवाय धीमहि तन्नो विष्णु प्रचोदयात्. ओम महादेव्यै च विद्महे विष्णुपत्न्यै च धीमहि तन्नो लक्ष्मी प्रचोदयातु। गोविंदा। Please all of you repeat. Om Rama Sahita Satyanarayana Parabrahmane Namo Namaha Vastrardham Akshatan Samarpayami. All of you offer some akshatas. Om Rama Sahita Satyanarayana Parabrahmane Namo Namaha Kunkumadi Parimala Dravyani Samarpayami. Offer some kunkuma. Now we are starting Satyanarayana Swamy Ashtottara Puja. All of you take flowers and akshatas, whatever you have, and repeat your inside Om Narayana Namaha and drop the akshatas and flowers. Om Kesavaya Namaha, Om Narayana Namaha, Om Madhavaya Namaha, Om Govindaya Namaha, Om Vishnave Namaha, Om Madhusudanaya Namaha, Om Trivikramaya Namaha, Om Vamanaya Namaha, Om Sridharaya Namaha, Om Rishikeshaya Namaha, Om Padmanabhaya Namaha, Om Damodaraya Namaha, Om Trivenkateshaya Namaha, Om Narayana Namaha, Om Seshadrinlayaya Namaha, Om Vrishadruggocharaaya Namaha, Om Vishnave Namaha, Om Sadanjanagireshaya Namaha, Om Vasatripataye Namaha, Om Meruputragireshaya Namaha, Om Saraswamitadeshe Namaha, Om Kumarakalpasevyaya Namaha, Om Vatradrikvishayaya Namaha, Om Suvartalasudanyasta Senapatyabharaya Namaha, Om Ramaya Namaha, Om Padmanabhaya Namaha, Om Sadavayastudaya Namaha, Om Dikvavaikunthalokaya Namaha, Om Girikunjaviharinai Namaha, Om Haritandana Gotrendra Swaminai Namaha, Om Shankarajanyanetra Javishayaya Namaha, Om Vasoparicharitratre Namaha, Om Krishnaya Namaha, Om Abdikanyavarishtvaksase Namaha, Om Venkataya Namaha, Om Sanakadi Mahayogi Pujitaya Namaha, Om Devajitramukhananda Daitya Sangha Pranachane Namaha, Om Shvetatvi Bhavasannukta Pujitanghrayugaya Namaha, Om Sheshaparvadaropatva Prakasanaparaya Namaha, Om Tanusthavita Darkshaya Namaha, Om Tarkshatra Nivasane Namaha, Om Mayagudamimanaya Namaha, Om Garudaskandhavasane Namaha, Om Anantashirase Namaha, Om Anantakshaya Namaha, Om Anantacharanaya Namaha, Om Srisailannilayaya Namaha, Om Damodaraya Namaha, Om Nilamekhanibhaya Namaha, Om Brahmadidevaduttarasha Vishwarupaya Namaha, Om Vaikunthagadasatthema Vimanantaragadaya Namaha, Om Agasthyabhirtidasesha Nasaraggocharaaya Namaha, Om Vasudevaya Namaha, Om Haraye Namaha, Om Tirthapanchakavasane Namaha, Om Vamadeva Priyaya Namaha, Om Janakeshtapradaaya Namaha, Om Markandeya Mahatirtha Jata Punyapradaaya Namaha, Om Vakpati Brahmadatre Namaha, Om Chandralavanyadayane Namaha, Om Narayana Nageshaya Namaha, Om Brahmagluptotsavaya Namaha, Om Shankha Chakravaranam Radasatkaradaraya Namaha, Om Dravan Mrgamadarakta Vigrahaya Namaha, Om Kesavaya Namaha, Om Nitya Javvanamurtaye Namaha, Om Arthidartha Pradatre Namaha, Om Vishwatirthagaharane Namaha, Om Tirthaswami Saraswati Janabhishtapradayanai Namaha, Om Kumaradharika Vadaskandavishtapradayanai Namaha, Om Janadagnasamudbodha Potrinai Namaha, Om Kurmamurtaye Namaha, Om Kinnaratvandashabhantapradatre Namaha, Om Gave Namaha, Om Vaikanasamanishtretapuritaye Namaha, Om Simhadranivasaya Namaha, Om Srimannarayanaya Namaha, Om Satbhaktanilakantharchana Simhaya Namaha, Om Kumudakshagana Senapatya Pradaya Namaha, Om Durmedha Pranartre Namaha, Om Sridharaya Namaha, Om Chitriyantakarama Namaha, Om मत्स्यरूपाय नमः ओम पाण्डवारि प्रहर्त्रे नमः ओम श्रीकाराय नमः ओम उपत्यका प्रदेशस्तु शङ्करध्यातमूर्तये नमः ओम रुक्माब्जशरसीकुललक्ष्मीकृतवस्विने नमः ओम लसल्लक्ष्मीकराम्भोज दत्तगर्हारगद्रुजय नमः ओम सालग्रामनिवासाय नमः ओम श्रीकुदृक्कोचलाय नमः ओम नारायणार्थिदाशेषनिर्विषयाय नमः ओम मृगयारसिकाय नमः ओम वृषभाजरहारिणे नमः ओम अंजनागोत्रपतये नमः ओम वृषभाजलवासिने नमः ओम अंजनाशतदात्रे नमः ओम माधवीयागहारिणे नमः ओम प्रियङ्गप्रियभक्षाय नमः ओम श्वेतकोलवराय नमः ओम नीलधेनुपयोधारा टेकदेहोद्भवाय नमः ओम सिंहरप्रियमित्राय नमः ओम चोळपुत्रप्रियाय नमः ओम सुधर्मणीचैतन्यप्रदात्रे नमः ओम मधुघातिने नमः ओम कृष्णाख्यविप्रवेदान्तदेशकत्वप्रदाय नमः ओम वराहाद्रनाथाय नमः ओम बलभद्राय नमः ओम त्रिविक्रमाय नमः ओम महते नमः ओम ऋषिकेशाय नमः ओम अच्युताय नमः ओम नीलाद्रिनिलयाय नमः ओम क्षीराब्जनाथाय नमः ओम वैकुण्ठाचलवासिने नमः ओम मुकुन्दाय नमः ओम नित्याय नमः ओम अनन्ताय नमः ओम विरिञ्चाभ्यर्थिदानेन सौम्यरूपाय नमः ओम सुवर्णमुखरैः स्नातमनुजाभीष्टदायिने नमः ओम हलायुजगत्तीर्थनमस्तफलदायिने नमः ओम गोविन्दाय नमः ओम श्रीनिवासाय नमः ओम श्री रमासहित सत्यनारायण परब्रह्मणे नमो नमः. Now we are starting Mahalakshmi Archana. All of you take Kunkuma. Please repeat our inside Om Mahalakshmi Namaha and do Archana. Om Prakrutye Namaha, Om Vikrutye Namaha, Om Vidyaye Namaha, Om Sarvabhutayadapradaye Namaha, Om Shraddhaye Namaha, Om Vibhutye Namaha, Om Sarabhye Namaha, Om Paramatmikaye Namaha, Om Vache Namaha, Om पद्मालयाये नमः ओम पद्माये नमः ओम सुतये नमः ओम स्वाहाये नमः ओम स्वधाये नमः ओम सुधाये नमः ओम धन्याय नमः ओम हिरण्मये नमः ओम लक्ष्मी नमः ओम नित्यपुष्टाय नमः ओम विभावर्ये नमः ओम अदित्ये नमः ओम दित्ये नमः ओम दीप्ताय नमः ओम सुधाय नमः ओम सुधारिण्ये नमः ओम कमलाये नमः ओम कान्ताय नमः ओम क्षमाय नमः ओम क्षीरोदसंभवाय नमः ओम अनुग्रहपराय नमः ओम वृद्धये नमः ओम अनाघाय नमः ओम हरिवल्लभाय नमः ओम अशोकाय नमः ओम अमृताय नमः ओम दीप्ताय नमः ओम लोकशोकविनाशिन्ये नमः ओम धर्मनिलयाय नमः ओम करुणाय नमः ओम लोकमात्रे नमः ओम पद्मप्रियाय नमः ओम पद्महस्ताय नमः ओम पद्माक्षे नमः ओम पद्मसुन्दर्ये नमः ओम पद्मोद्भवाय नमः ओम पद्ममुख्ये नमः ओम पद्मनाभप्रियाय नमः ओम रमायै नमः ओम पद्ममालाधराय नमः ओम देव्यै नमः ओम पद्मिन्ये नमः ओम पद्मगन्धिन्ये नमः ओम पुण्यगन्धाय नमः ओम सुप्रसन्नाय नमः ओम प्रसादाभिमुख्ये नमः ओम प्रभायै नमः ओम चन्द्रवदनाय नमः ओम चन्द्राय नमः ओम चन्द्रसहोदरये नमः ओम चन्द्रभुजाय नमः ओम चन्द्ररूपाय नमः ओम इन्दिराय नमः ओम इन्दुशीतलाय नमः ओम आह्लादनन्ये नमः ओम पुष्टये नमः ओम शिवाय नमः ओम शिवकरये नमः ओम सत्ये नमः ओम विमलाये नमः ओम वितरण्ये नमः ओम दुष्टये नमः ओम दारिद्र्यनाशिन्ये नमः ओम प्रीतिपुष्करण्ये नमः ओम शान्ताय नमः ओम शुक्लमाल्याम्बराय नमः ओम श्रियै नमः ओम भास्कर्ये नमः ओम बिल्वनिलयाय नमः ओम वरारोहाय नमः ओम यशस्विन्ये नमः ओम वसुन्धराय नमः ओम उदाराङ्गाय नमः ओम हरण्ये नमः ओम हिममालिन्ये नमः ओम धनधान्यकर्ये नमः ओम सिद्धये नमः ओम स्त्रैण सौम्याय नमः ओम शुभप्रदाय नमः ओम नृपवेश्मगदानन्दाय नमः ओम वरलक्ष्मी नमः ओम वसुप्रदाय नमः ओम शुभाय नमः ओम हिरण्यप्राकाराय नमः ओम समुद्रतनयाय नमः ओम जयायै नमः ओम मंगलदेव्यै नमः ओम विष्णुवक्षस्थलस्थिताय नमः ओम विष्णुपत्न्यै नमः ओम प्रसन्नाक्षे नमः ओम नारायणसमाश्रिताय नमः ओम दारिद्र्यध्वंसिन्यै नमः ओम देव्यै नमः ओम सर्वोपद्रववारिण्यै नमः ओम नवदुर्गाय नमः ओम महाकाल्यै नमः ओम ब्रह्मविष्णुशिवात्मिकाय नमः ओम त्रिकालज्ञानसम्पन्नाय नमः ओम भुवनेश्वर्यै नमः ओम. All of you repeat ओम श्री महालक्ष्मी नमः ओम श्रीदेव्यै नमः ओम श्री भूदेव्यै नमः समस्त परिवाराय सर्वदिव्या मंगल विग्रहाय रमा सहित वीरवेंकट सत्यनारायण परब्रह्मणे नमो नमः. Offer the flowers. Please repeat. Om Rama Sahita Satyanarayana Parabrahmane Namo Namaha. Dhupam Samarpayami. Please repeat. Om Rama Sahita Satyanarayana Parabrahmane Namo Namaha. Deepam Darshayami. Om Mano Dhupadeepanantaram Shuddha Achamaniyam Samarpayami. Please all of you repeat. Om Rama Sahita Veeravenkata Satyanarayana Parabrahmane Namo Namaha. Naivedyam Samarpayami. Please all of you open your prasadam box. Let's repeat. Om Pranaya Swaha. Om Pranaya Swaha. Om Jnanaya Swaha. Om Udanaya Swaha. Om Pranaya Swaha. Om Namaha. मध्ये मध्ये पानीयम समर्पयामि. All of you offer some water. रमा सहिता सत्यनारायण परब्रह्मणे नमो नमः. मंगला नीराजनम दर्शयामि. ओम नारायणाय वासुदेवाय नमो दधाति. बोल सत्यनारायण भगवान की. Please all of you stand up. Please take some akshatas. Om मंत्रपुष्पं समर्पयामि. ओम जोपां पुष्पं वेद पुष्पवान् प्रजावान् पशुमान् भवति. चंद्रमा वा अपां पुष्पं पुष्पवान् प्रजावान् पशुमान् भवति. य एवं वेद योपामायतनं वेद आयतनवान् भवति. अग्निर्वा अपामायतनम् आयतनवान् भवति. वायुर्वा अपामायतनम् आयतनवान् भवति. असो वेदपन्नपामायतनम् आयतनवान् भवति. चंद्रमा वा अपामायतनम् आयतनवान् भवति. नक्षत्राणि वा अपामायतनम् आयतनवान् भवति पर्जन्यो वा अपामायतनम् आयतनवान् भवति य एवं वेद संवत्सरो वा अपामायतनम् आयतनवान् भवति य एवं वेद योऽप्सुनावम् प्रतिष्ठितां वेद प्रत्येव तिष्ठति राजाधिराजाय प्रदह्यदायिने नमो वयं वै श्रवणाय कुर्महे समे कामान् कामकामाय मह्यम् कामेश्वरो वै श्रवणो ददातु कुबेराय वै श्रवणाय महाराजाय नमः आत्मप्रदक्षिण नमस्कारान् समर्पयामि. All of you do three rounds, three pradakshina. यानि कानि च पापानि जन्मान्तरकृतानि च तानि तानि प्रणश्यन्ति प्रदक्षिणपदे पदे पापोऽहं पापकर्माहं पापात्मा पापसम्भवः त्राहि मां कृपया देव शरणागतवत्सला अन्यथा शरणं नास्ति त्वमेव शरणं मम तस्मात् कारुण्यभावेन रक्ष रक्षो जनार्दन. All of you repeat. ॐ रमा सहिता सत्यनारायण परब्रह्मणे नमो नमः मंत्रपुष्पा दक्षिणां समर्पयामि. Offer the Kritas and all of you do Sastanga Namaskaram. पुरसा शिरसा दृष्ट्या मनसा वचसा तथा पद्भ्यां कराभ्यां करणाभ्यां प्रणामोऽष्टाङ्गमुच्यते साष्टाङ्ग नमस्कारान् समर्पयामि. जय बोल सत्यनारायण भगवान की. Please all of you sit down. All of you take some akshatas. Now we are starting Satyanarayana Swamy Katha. All of you close your eyes and pray you are inside Satyanarayana Swamy. Listen to Satyanarayana Swamy Katha. Om Bol Satyanarayana Bhagavan ki. Om Rama Se Satyanarayana Parabrahmane Namo Namaha. Chapter 1. Once Shaunaka and 88,000 other rishis assembled at the forest of Naimisharanya. They asked Maharshi Suta, the narrator of the Puranas, O Maharshi, please tell us how mankind can attain salvation. Maharshi Suta answered, once Narada Muni asked Lord Vishnu the same question. I will tell you what Lord Vishnu told to Narada, so listen carefully. Once Narada, during one of his travel to the various worlds, came to the earth. There he saw the people suffering as a result of their past deeds. To reduce their sufferings and bring them salvation, Narada went to Vishnu Loka. There he found Lord Vishnu decorated with Shankha, Chakra, Gada and lotus in his four hands and a garland around his neck. Narada spoke humbly, O Supreme Lord, the Savior of the poor and the troubled, I surrender at thy feet. Lord Vishnu asked, Narada, why have you come here? Tell me what you want and I will fulfill your wishes. Narada replied, O Bhagavan, people on earth are suffering in many ways as a result of their own past sinful deeds. Kindly reveal to me a way to help them. Lord Vishnu replied, O Narada, mankind can rid itself all its arrows by performing a puja called Satyanarayana Puja. When performed properly, this puja will bring happiness, peace of mind and wealth in his life and salvation beyond. On hearing this, Narada was filled with joy and addressed the Lord Vishnu, O Lord, please tell me the details of the puja that you just mentioned. When to perform it, how to perform it, and who has performed it before. Lord Vishnu answered, this puja can be performed any month of full moon day. One must gather his friends and relatives, perform the puja with devotion. He should offer fruits, ghee, milk, curd, butter, wheat flour, sugar and honey to the god. After the puja is over, he must read the Satyanarayana Katha and distribute the prasadam to everybody. When performed it is this manner, this puja will bring fulfillment of one's wishes, particularly in the Kali Yuga. Thus puja brings contentment. Bol Satyanarayana Bhagavan ki. Offer the akshatas and take again. Chapter 2. Maharishi Suta continued, addressing the assembled the rishis. O rishis, I will tell you about people who performed the Satyanarayana Puja in the past. Once they lived a very poor Brahmin in the beautiful city of Kashi. He did not have food to eat. He used to wander search of food every day. Lord Vishnu took the form of an old man, appeared before the poor Brahmin and asked, Friend, why are you wandering aimlessly? The poor Brahmin replied, Sir, I am a very poor man, unable to bear the hunger. I beg for alms. Sir, can you please show me a way out of this misery? Lord Vishnu, who was in the guise of the old man, replied, O Brahmin, Lord Satyanarayana grants his devotees wishes and removes their sorrows. So you should perform his puja and reap its benefits. Lord Vishnu then explained the details of the Satyanarayana Vrata to the poor Brahmin and disappeared. The poor Brahmin immediately decided to perform the puja. After a sleepless night, he got up early in the morning and went to the beg for alms. His mind was fixed only one thing, namely the puja. The day he got a lot of money, he bought the fruits, milk, curd, and honey. He performed the puja with his relatives and friends. With Lord Satyanarayana's grace, he shed his poverty and lived a contented life. Every month of every month on full moon day, he performed the puja and finally attained moksha. In his manner, Maharshi Suta explained their significations of Satyanarayana Puja. The rishis again addressed the Maharshi Suta. Oh, the great one, please tell us about the others who performed the puja. Maharishi Suta continued. One day, when the Brahmin was observing Satyanarayana Vrata, a woodcutter entered his house and asked for water. He noticed the Brahmin was performing a puja. He asked what the puja was and what good it would bring. The Brahmin replied, This is a called Satyanarayana Vrata. Anyone who observe this Vrata will get all riches I have been bestowed with prosperity. And the the woodcaller was delighted to hear this. He learned the proper way to perform the puja. He also took the prasad that was offered and went his way. With Lord Satyanarayana in his mind, the woodcutter decided to that he would observe the vrata with whatever he was going to make by selling firewood that day. He went to the part of the city which where rich people lived. He sold firewood and made twice the normal profit. Pleased with his luck, he bought bananas, sugar, ghee, milk, curd, honey, and wheat flour. He invited his friends and relatives and performed the Satyanarayana Puja. By Lord Narayana's grace, he he acquired enough wealth and lived comfortably and attained moksha, salvation. Bol Satyanarayana Bhagavan ki. All of you offer the akshatas and take again. Chapter 3. Maharshi Suta continued, O Rishis, I will now tell you another story. In the olden days, there lived a wise king by the name Ulkamukha. He had mastered all his sense and always spoke truth. He used to go to the temple every day and gives gifts to the Brahmins. His lotus-faced wife was a pure and pious woman. One day, the royal couple was performing Satyanarayana Puja on the banks of the river Bhadrashila. At the time, a merchant called Sadhu sailed by. He saw the king perform some puja and stopped his boat. He got off and addressed the king humbly. O king, would you kindly tell me what you are doing with such and devotion and concentration? The king replied, O Sadhu, I have no children. I am worshipping the Almighty Lord Satyanarayana so that I may be blessed with children. On hearing this, Sadhu spoke humbly, O king, please tell me how to perform the puja. I would like to observe the vrata, as I too have no children. The king told him all the details. Sadhu returned to home and with great joy told his wife about Satyanarayana puja. They, they then decided to perform the puja after the child was born. The, then by then, by the divine grace, Sadhu's wife Leelavati gave birth to a beautiful daughter. They named the child Kalavati. One day, Leelavati reminded her husband of promise to perform puja. Sadhu told his wife that he would do the puja at the time of his daughter's wedding and got busy with his work. In the meantime, Kalavati grew up into a lovely girl. Sadhu sent a messengers to find a suitable bridegroom for his daughter. When his messengers found a good natured and handsome boy in a Vaishya's family from Kanchan Nagar, Sadhu found the boy to be a suitable match for Kalavati and celebrated his daughter's wedding in a grand and manner. But Sadhu completely forgot about the Satyanarayana puja and angry Lord Satyanarayana. Lord Satyanarayana placed a curse on Sadhu. One day Sadhu went a business trip with his son-in-law. He stopped a trade tree at Ratnapur, which was ruled by King Chandraketu. At the time, some thieves robbed the king's treasury and were running away. The king's soldiers chased them. The frightened thieves threw all the valuable they had robbed near Sadhu and son-in-law and escaped. Finding the king's treasures near Sadhu and his son-in-law, the king's soldiers arrested them and brought them to the king. The king ordered them to be chained and thrown into prison. Because of Lord Satyanarayana's Maya, nobody even listened to what Sadhu had to say in his defense. King Chandraketu also took all their merchandise. Sadhu's wife was also affected by Lord Satyanarayana's curse. Some robbers broke into her house and robbed everything. One day, Sadhu's daughter Kalavati was very hungry and went out in search of food. She wandered here and there and stopped at a house where Satyanarayana puja was being performed. She stayed at that place till the puja was over and took the prasad that was offered. When she reached home, it was late night. Leelavati asked her where she had been. Kalavati told her mother that she was listening to Satyanarayana Katha in somebody's house. Then Leelavati reminded her husband's promise to perform the puja. She decided to observe Satyanarayana Vrata herself. She invited all her relatives and friends and prayed to Lord Satyanarayana to forgive their sins. Lord Satyanarayana was pleased with Leelavati's prayers. Lord Satyanarayana appeared in King Chandraketu's dream. He ordered the king to release the two merchants from prison as they were not the real thieves. Lord Satyanarayana uh, warned the king that his kingdom, wealth, and children would all be destroyed if he failed to release Sadhu and his son in law. Next morning, the king told his counselors about his dream. He ordered Sadhu and his son in law to be brought before him. Sadhu and son in law were frightened and stood before the king with bowed heads. The king talked to them gently and said, You two have suffered a great deal because of your fate, but there is nothing to fear. The king returned their merchandise, gave them new clothes and lots of gifts, and sent them home. Bol Satyanarayana Bhagavan ki. Offer the akshatas and take again. Sadhu and his son-in-law loaded their boat with the riches given to them by the king and sailed homeward. Lord Satyanarayana wanted to test the Sadhu further. He took the form of a sage with a trident. He appeared before Sadhu and asked him what he was carrying in his boat. Sadhu did not realize that the sage was indeed Lord Satyanarayana in disguise. He landed, he laughed mockingly and said, "You Brahmin, were you thinking of stealing my things? We do not have any valuables in the boat except empty vessels." The sage replied, "O Sadhu, so be it." The sage then departed and stood by the seashore. Sadhu was horrified when he went into his boat. He was he saw that the boat was filled with empty vessels, just as he had fastly told the sage. Sadhu, frightened seeing that, he was re- he was reviewed. His son-in-law said, "This must be the curse of the sage. Let's go him and ask his forgiveness." The two merchants went to the seashore where the sage was meditating. They fell at his feet and repeatedly begged for his forgiveness. Pleased by Sadhu's devotion, the sage said, "Sadhu, do not weep. You suffer because you have broken your promise many times." On hearing this, Sadhu realized that sage was Lord Satyanarayana and said, "O Lord, even Brahma and other devas cannot understand your from cannot understand your form completely. With my limited knowledge, how can I? Please show me your true form and bless me." Upon hearing his prayer, God was pleased and granted his wishes, restoring his merchandise in the boat and disappeared. The two merchants then joyfully sailed homeward. On reaching their hometown, they sent a message to their wives about their safe arrival. At the time, Lilavati and Kalavati were performing Satyanarayana Puja. Lilavati quickly finished the puja and asked her daughter to do so. She then hurried to the seashore to meet her husband Kalavati. Kalavati was eager to meet her husband. She forgot to take the prasad and rushed to the seashore. This, this angry Lord Satyanarayana, his Maya caused the ship and her husband to disappear in the sea. Not finding her husband, Kalavati started weeping. Everyone was wonderstruck and frightened. Sadhu did not know what to do. Thinking that it was Lord Satyanarayana's Maya, he announced that he would perform Satyanarayana Puja and prayed to the Lord. Lord Satyanarayana was very pleased with Sadhu's devotion and said, "O Sadhu, your daughter did not take the prasad in the hurry to see her husband. So I made him and the boat disappear. Let her go, let her go home, take the prasad and return." On hearing this, Kalavati went home and took the prasad. When she returned to the seashore, she found her husband and the boat to be safe. Then Sadhu returned to home happily. He performed the Satyanarayana Puja every full moon day with his relatives and friends. With God's grace, he enjoyed all the comforts in his world and finally attained salvation. Bol Satyanarayana Bhagavan ki. Maharshi, chapter 5. Maharshi Sutta continued. Let me tell you another story of a king named Tungadvaja who suffered a lot of after refusing the Satyanarayana Prasad. One day, after hunting, the king was resting under a shady tree. Some cohorts were happily performing Satyanarayana Puja nearby. The king refused the prasadam offered by the cohorts. When he reached his place, he found that his kingdom, his 100 sons, his wealth, and everything vanished. Then it occurred to him that Lord Satyanarayana was probably angry with him. He went back to the cowherds, prayed to Lord Satyanarayana, and performed the puja with great devotion. Lord Satyanarayana showered his blessings, and the king regained everything he had lost earlier. He lived happily and ultimately reached Vaikuntha. Maharishi Suta said, O holy man, I have narrated to you the Satyanarayana Katha, which was originally told by Lord Vishnu to Narada Muni. By observing this vrata, mankind can attain salvation in this Kali Yuga. Observance of the vrata can lead to fulfillment of one's wishes. The ended the narration of Maharshi Suta, after which Shaunaka and other rishis returned to their respective places. बोल सत्यनारायण भगवान की रमा सहित सत्यनारायण परब्रह्मणे नमो नमः. Please all of you stand up. Now the Mahaharati.
जय बोलो सत्यनारायण स्वामी भगवान की. ओम जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी जय जगन्नाथ हरे. भक्तजनों के संकट सजनों के संकट प्रणवे दूर करे. ओम जय जगदीश हरे. तो जागे बलुभार दुख विनोदे मनुका. स्वामी दुख विनोदे मनुका. सुख संपदि करो आगे. सुख संपदि करो आगे. कष्ट मिटे तनुका. ओम जय जगदीश हरे. माता पिता तुम मेरे शरण गाओ मुखे सुखी. स्वामी शरण गाओ मुखे सुखी. तुम बिना और न दूजा. तुम बिना और न दूजा. आस कर मुखे सुखी. ओम जय जगदीश हरे. तुम पूर्ण परमात्मा तुम अंतर्यामी. स्वामी तुम अंतर्यामी. पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर तुम सबके स्वामी. ओम जय जगदीश हरे. तुम करुणा के सागर तुम पालन करुता. स्वामी तुम पालन करुता. मैं मूरख कल स्वामी मैं सेवक तुम स्वामी. कृपा करो करुता. ओम जय जगदीश हरे. तुम हो एक अघोष सबके प्राण भक्ति. स्वामी सबके प्राण भक्ति. किसे वेद मिलो दयामय. किसे वेद मिलो दयामय. तुमको मैं घुमते. ओम जय जगदीश हरे. दीना बंधु दुख हरुता तुम ठाकुर मेरे. स्वामी तुम प्रभु मेरे. अपने हाथ उठाओ अपने प्रेम बढ़ाओ. बारू बढ़ा तेरे. ओम जय जगदीश हरे. विषय विकारो मिठावो पावो हरो देवा. स्वामी कष्ट हरो देवा. श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ावो श्रद्धा प्रेम बढ़ावो. संतन की सेवा. ओम जय जगदीश हरे. तन मन धन सब कुछ है तेरा. स्वामी सब कुछ है तेरा. तेरा तुझको अर्पण तेरा तुझको अर्पण सारा के मेरा ओम जय जगदीश हरे ओम जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी जय जगन्नाथ हरे भक्तजनों के संकट दासजनों के संकट नवे दूर करे ओम जय जगदीश हरे नारायण नारायण ओम सत्यनारायण नारायण ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्यनारायण नारायण ओम सत्यनारायण नारायण ओम ओम जय जगदीश हरे जय ఏడుకొండలవాడ వెంకటరమణ గోవింద సేతుతీర్థ నివాస శ్రీనివాస గోవింద
Dear Bhagavad Bandhus, we are welcoming you all. We are going to conclude this evening live telecast right now. We will get back to you tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. with Nataraja Swamy Abhishekam, 10:30 Sri Mahaganapati Abhishekam. Please all of you keep watching and seek blessings from Sri Venkateswara Swamy and Sri Sankaranarayana Swamy. Dhanyavadaha. Sarve janaha sukhino bhavantu.